carriageway. Take you as far as Cincinnati.
General?
Captain John Harling reporting as ordered, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yes. My apologies, Harlan. I have a very busy schedule, and we must work around the light.
Understandable, sir.
That is Colonel Thalman over there. You may salute him. He is not in the portrait.
Colonel.
Please sit down, Captain. Thank you, Lieutenant.
A little further back from the general, sir. You're casting shadows.
Recovering well, I hope.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Captain had a little mishap on his last reconnaissance. Fact is, we were planning to send him home tomorrow.
I caught him just in time, then. Word has it that you're a tracker, Harling.
Yes, sir.
He's very modest, George. Captain here is one of the finest trackers in the Federal Army.
Thank you, sir. Just waiting for my discharge papers.
Anxious to get back to your preaching ministry, are you?
Yes, sir. No, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Captain, I understand that you are familiar with the Alabama 51st?
Yes, sir. Colonel Nehemiah Strain was their commanding officer. I thought our boys wiped them out 6 months ago at a place called Cadams Creek.
Strain survived. He's rotting away now in Bowling Green Prison.
Excuse me, sir, but I don't see what this has to do with my discharge.
Show him those other photographs, George. Not a pretty portrait, Captain. All this occurred in Tennessee just a few days ago, not far from Cadams Creek. They were all Colonel Thalman's men, every last one of them.
31 died. 12 missing. But the only thing the Rebs lost was a goddamn belt buckle.
You don't think the 51st had anything to do with this, sir, do you?
A witness to this ungodly massacre has identified that man. His name is Lieutenant Josiah Elkins. He was the 51st second in command.
According to our dear Colonel Strain, Elkins died 6 months ago during the 51st last stand. However, we now believe that he survived.
And has since raised a formidable army of his own.
Under what state, sir?
In strictest confidentiality, Captain?
Yes, sir.
We do fear there may be some federal soldiers operating with Mr. Elkins as well. You know, Captain, sometimes in this war, things get very confused, particularly in our border states of Missouri and Kentucky, where there are so many young men fighting each other from the same extended family. Blue and gray is not always black and white for any of us here in Kentucky. No, sir. So many of our fine young fighting men become very confused between religious morality and practical military necessity. Every man has his breaking point, Captain. You and I have ours. And whoever did this deed has obviously reached theirs.
Yes, sir. Obviously, sir. About my discharge.
I'm terribly sorry, Captain. Your discharge has been rescinded. You will proceed with Colonel Thalman and a small detachment forthwith to the area around Cadams Creek. There you will locate these men, and you will call for reinforcements, and we will have done with this sorry business. As soon as you have completed your mission, you may return home. Again, I'm very sorry, Captain, but sometimes this is how things are done.